The boy picked up a piece of bread. He was about to secretly hide it in his clothes, but was stopped by a man. He did not blame the boy. Instead, he bought the bread and gave it to him. The boy crouched down and devoured it hungrily. John felt a wave of compassion. He took him to the seaside to bathe. Seeing his skinny body covered in bruises, he decided to take the child in. That night they slept in his car. But the next morning the boy was gone. He had stolen all of John's money. It was his last savings. What hurt John the most was not the loss of money, but that his kindness was repaid with betrayal. Overcome with emotion, he had a heart attack. His dog Happy came to his side and reminded him it was time for his medication. In this world, maybe a dog understands gratitude better than people. With no savings left, he became truly homeless. It wasn't that he didn't want to go home, but that he no longer had one to return to. Not long ago, he had been laid off from the factory he worked at for years. Losing his job in middle age meant he no longer stood a chance in the job market. He searched for work for a long time, but no company was willing to hire him. But when it rains it pours. He was diagnosed with heart disease. He was still hesitating whether to tell his wife, but she had already handed him the divorce papers. That moment broke him completely, so he packed up his daily necessities, took his dog, and set out on the final journey. After the boy stole his savings, he went to a second-hand shop, hoping to sell some old treasured items. Looking at the worthless items, the shopkeeper politely refused him. John returned to his car disappointed, only to find Happy curled up in pain in a corner. John immediately took it to the pet hospital. After treatment, Happy was out of danger, but the high medical fees left him completely helpless. He asked the shopkeeper again to take those items. This time the shopkeeper agreed. The money the shopkeeper gave was enough to pay the medical bills, and there was even a little left for the road. After saying goodbye to the shop owner, he and Happy set out again. He passed by a cafe and used his last money to buy Happy some food. While chatting with the owner, he learned the man also loved dogs, so he decided to leave Happy in the owner's care. He was no longer able to take care of it. For Happy, this was a good home. No need to wander and go hungry with him anymore. He wrote Happy's name on the doghouse, smiled and said goodbye to it, then solemnly handed the leash to the owner and walked away without looking back. But as soon as he started the car, Happy suddenly began to bark wildly. He used commands to tell Happy not to bark, but the usually obedient Happy refused to stay quiet. It struggled desperately to break free from the rope, trying to rush to John's side. This scene made John burst into tears instantly. In the end, he still couldn't bear to leave Happy behind, but he was completely out of money. The car had run out of gas too. He took Happy around to look for food. He made a meal with the things he picked up. Winter came soon. Hunger and cold kept attacking him. His illness kept getting worse. He knew he had reached the end of his life. He opened the car door hoping Happy would leave, but then he found a pile of food under the seat. It was what Happy had brought back for him. It continued going out every day to search. It rummaged through trash cans, eating leftover scraps, but always bringing back the best food for him. Yet he no longer had the strength to eat. With the last of his strength, he said goodbye to Happy, grateful for all it had done for him. If there is a next life, he hopes they can meet again. Let's send them our best wishes together.